Why is it that one embarrassing moment from years ago still shows up in your mind like it just happened yesterday? You could forget what you ate last week, you might not remember what you studied in school, but that one awkward moment, that one thing you said, that one mistake you made, it stays. And not just stays, it replays over and over again. But why? Why does your brain hold on to embarrassment like it is something important? And more importantly, why can't you just let it go? This is why, where we turn simple questions into powerful answers. If you're curious about how things work, make sure to subscribe and follow along. The strange power of embarrassment. Here's the thing. Your brain does not remember everything equally. Some moments just pass by unnoticed, but others stick, and embarrassing moments are some of the strongest. Think about this. You are walking normally and suddenly you trip in public. Nothing serious. You get up. You are fine. But in that moment, your heart races, your face heats up. You instantly think, did anyone see that? Now fast forward. Days later, weeks later, even years later. That moment randomly pops back into your mind and you feel it again. That same awkward feeling, that same discomfort. Why would your brain keep something like that? It is not useful. It is not helping you survive. Well, here is where it gets interesting. Reason number 1, your brain treats embarrassment as a threat. You might be wondering, how is embarrassment a threat? It is not like danger or physical pain, but to your brain it kind of is. Because humans are social beings. For thousands of years, survival did not just depend on food or shelter. It depended on belonging. Being part of a group meant safety. Being rejected meant risk. So your brain evolved to protect your social image, and embarrassment is a signal that something went wrong socially. Think about it. You said something awkward. You made a mistake in front of others. You looked stupid for a moment. Your brain sees this and thinks this could affect how others see you. And that is a problem. So what does your brain do? It marks that moment as important. Very important. Important enough to remember for a long time, because in your brain's logic, if you remember this, you will not repeat it. It is like your brain is saying, do not forget this. This matters, but that is not the whole story. Because remembering is one thing, but why does it feel so intense? Why does it replay so vividly? Reason number 2. Emotions lock memories in place. Here is where things get even more interesting. Your brain does not just store memories, it prioritizes them based on emotion. The stronger the emotion, the stronger the memory. And embarrassment is a mix of powerful emotions. Fear, what do others think? Shame, I did something wrong. Anxiety, this is uncomfortable. When all of these happen at once, your brain goes, this is important. Save this. Think of it like a highlight marker. Most of your day is not highlighted, but embarrassing moments are bold and impossible to ignore. That is why you can remember the exact place, the exact words, and the exact feeling even years later. But wait, there is something even more surprising. Reason number 3, your brain replays it to protect you. Now this might sound strange, but your brain does not replay embarrassing moments to hurt you. It does it to help you. You might be thinking, this does not feel like help. And you are right. But here is the logic behind it. Your brain is constantly trying to predict the future. It asks what could go wrong next time, so it replays past mistakes to prepare you. It is like mental practice. Your brain is saying, remember this feeling so you can avoid it next time. But here is the problem. Your brain does not know when to stop. So instead of helping it, overdoes it. It keeps replaying the same moment even when it is no longer useful. And that is why it feels like you are stuck. But here is where it gets even deeper. The truth, most people don't realize you might think everyone remembers your embarrassing moment. But think about this. Do you remember other people's embarrassing moments? Probably not, or at least not as clearly. And that is the key insight. Most people are too busy thinking about their own moments to focus on yours. This is called the spotlight effect. It means you feel like everyone is watching you. But in reality, they are focused on themselves. So that moment you keep replaying, that moment you think everyone remembers, most people have already forgotten it. But your brain has not, because to your brain it still feels important. Breaking the loop. So now the question is, if your brain is doing all this automatically, can you stop it? Here is the thing. You do not need to erase the memory, you just need to change how you see it. Think about this. What if that embarrassing moment is not proof that something is wrong with you, but proof that you are human? Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone has awkward moments. Everyone has something they wish they could undo. The difference is some people hold on to it and others move forward. Instead of asking, why did that happen to me? Ask, what did I learn from that? Because once your brain feels like it has learned something, it stops replaying as much. Why? Because its job is done. Final insight. So why do we remember embarrassing moments for years? Because your brain is trying to protect you by making sure you do not repeat them. It marks them as important, locks them with emotion, and replays them to prepare you, but sometimes it holds on longer than it should, and that is where awareness changes everything. Because the moment you understand why it happens, you stop being controlled by it. So next time that random embarrassing memory pops into your head, pause and remind yourself, this is just my brain trying to protect me, not to embarrass you, not to hurt you, just to help, even if it is a little too much. And maybe that moment you have been holding on to for years is not as important as it feels. If this made you think differently, then you are already asking better questions, and that is where everything begins. Subscribe for more videos like this, because the more you ask why, the more you start to understand everything.